Alrighty everyone, welcome to part 2 of the Lothlorien Showcase. So we're just starting off here, and that's actually interesting since these guys are actually the militia tier archer unit. They can deploy stakes that most other militia tier archers I don't think can. They also are poison arrows, so it's a little bit extra of a bite for them. Going into these guys.
Ready your bows.
Let's do it this way.
In line, archers.
This is the archers without the March Wardens of the Wood, which is a tier archer unit for Lothlorien. And just cover their stats real quick. Use sharp stakes, excellent morale, long-range missiles. Of course, elves are known for having really long-range archers. Melee attack of 7, so if they get caught in to melee, they actually are pretty decent. Missile attack of 6, very damaging. That's like, even though this is a militia tier, that's the same as a normal archer from the Kingdoms of Men. Like that's a line archer from the Kingdoms of Men. Charge bonus 2, not great. Defensive skill 7, they can look after themselves in melee. No shield value, so they drop pretty fast when they're being fired back at, especially since they don't have armor. Well, they have armor, but it's not a lot. They're very lightly armored. Cost 600 florins to bring, but you can upgrade their armor too. So instead of a 3, you can have an armor rating of 4. Helps them out just a tad bit. Gives them a little extra padding. But overall, solid unit, especially for a militia tier archer. This is really the Woodland Elves. Their archer and ranged units are what makes them shine. Lothlorien, this also becomes apparent as later on I'll show you they have 2 special units of archers if you don't count rangers.
In line, archers.
Next we have the Lothlorien archers, which is a standard line archer, which for the elves, which is actually still better than Kingdoms of Men pretty significantly. They have melee attack of 13, so very tough in melee. Missile attack of 8, very damaging in range, and charge bonus of 15 actually. So they got the same charge bonus as a shock infantry unit. So they can be very damaging. Very tough unit. I think you can bring 2 of these, but they do cost 850, which is more than the Axemen. Yeah, Axemen, Axe Warriors, something like that. The shielded axe guys, things. These guys can also deploy
spears out at ease.
All right, moving on to the next
watchful for the enemy,
which is the Seraphim. Who again also
spears out at
deploy
ease.
stakes. Again, elven archers, very long range, especially for a ranger unit. Good melee damage, pretty good missile attack. It's all body piercing, just like any other ranger unit. Charge bonus of 3, total defense 16, armor 3, defensive skill 13. Cannot upgrade armor on the Lothlorien archers or the rangers. Just gonna give up saying that name. Recruitment costs 875 florins. Pretty expensive. You can only bring like 1 of them before the cost increase. Pretty much the given with almost any rangers. Can hide anywhere. So overall, pretty good. I mean, I don't think anything really sets them apart other than these guys have. All elven archers have increased accuracy over other factions for their shots. These guys, I think, have a longer range than normal rangers, and that would be something that kind of sets them apart. They're also a little, like, way more accurate, I believe. Like, these guys, like, elven rangers in general, they can be so devastating, because you get them firing into, like, the choke point, they'll just tear an enemy apart. Oh, I'll have that off. Oh well.
We must stay alert.
Woodland Protectors. This is a unit they have in common with Mirkwood, the Elves of Lothlorien. Woodland Protectors, they're interesting. They are a Javelin unit, so the only Javelin unit that Lothlorien can bring, but afterwards, they can become another pushing unit, just because they can shield wall. So, just because they can shield wall. Makes them pretty effective. They're also a little tougher to skirmish down, as they have a shield value and pretty good armor. But again, you can't upgrade their armor, so what you see is what you get with their armor. Defensive skill 15, they're pretty good, but they are a spear unit, so they do suffer spear-wise, but they are armor piercing. So, they're pretty tough. Missile attack of 8, charge bonus 4, melee attack of 9. They're all pretty good unit. Now we're going on to, let's start with...
Settle.
Yep, start with the Kindred of Caliber. So, this unit here is one of the special archers that Lothlorien can bring. Very, very damaging. These are the triple shot guys that I was talking about earlier. Frighten nearby enemy infantry, of course, very good. Very long range missiles, melee attack of 20, charge bonus 10, missile attack of 7, armor 9, defensive skill 22, shield value of 3. Oh, shield value. Really? These guys get a shield value. Interesting. Again, can't get shield, but they do get shield value. And they're 2 hit points, so very tanky archer unit. They can definitely be used as another unit of line infantry once they use up their ammo. But because they're triple shot, it's better to get like a direct line of sight. So like if there's a hill, fire from the hill into an enemy, and you'll get just a crap ton of kills with this unit. Just so many kills, because they're just so damaging. In fact, I may just start this battle and give a little demonstration with the one enemy unit that I made them bring. Kindred of Celeborn can also get an armor upgrade. So instead of that, they'll end up like this.
Settle.
Same stats, just makes them just boost their armor just a little bit. The second unit of special archers that Lothlorien can bring.
Get your bows ready.
Watchers of the Golden Wood. I forget exactly what their thing is called, but their archers have like a knockdown like effect. So if they hit you, it'll knock your line over. Again, I'll give a demonstration of that when I move up the units. Actually, I probably won't even move them up. I'll just let them loose. But yeah, they're pretty slightly lower attack stats but a higher charge, higher missile damage, and a better defensive skill, but they don't have a shield value unlike the Kindred of Celeborn. So 2 hit points though. So I mean, these are both very, very tanky archer units. They can do very well as a melee infantry once they've used up their ammo. So it's just Kindred of Celeborn, significantly cheaper than the Watchers of the Golden Wood. I mean, again, also a very damaging unit of archers. But I'll show you what they can do here in a minute.
Be watchful for the enemy.
The only 2 pieces of artillery that Lothlorien can bring, pretty standard, catapult. Of course, you can't armor upgrade them. Can't armor upgrade the Watchers of the Golden Wood either. Can't upgrade the ballista. But you can give weapon upgrades to these guys if you wanted to, and a chevron, which just makes them a little bit better in melee. Just dishing out damage-wise. But without further ado, since this is going to be a shorter video for part 2, I'm just going to give you a brief little demonstration.
In line, archers.
Just for fun.
Iladan, get your bows ready. Be watchful for the enemy. In line, archers. Iladan, we must stay alert. Iladan, in line, archers. This is the way.
So you can see these are poison arrows, these are the body too.
Iladan.
And these guys are already dropping like flies. We're just gonna stop that.
Stay ready.
This was fun.
Bows.
Watch these guys. Yeah. Yeah. Poison arrows, triple shot, and these guys have the blue tracer. Orange tracers to them. But obviously it's not what you want to be doing with them. You don't want them to be shooting straight up.
Ready your bows. Hold it. Hold your fire. With haste. Over here. Ready. Watch your footing.
I'm gonna send these guys forward. So we can get a better demonstration with it.
Bows. Bows. Ready your bows. Bows. In line, archers. Attention. Watch your footing. Quick. Yeah. Settle. Ready your bows. Set your bows. Fill them with arrows.
Now watch this. We want to do a knockback
Only
attack.
half the enemy force remains.
But it doesn't take You can just watch how fast they're just dropping. They're not even gonna reach my elves.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time
I'm
to
just gonna
press
watch
the
them all
attack.
die. The general didn't even die. He's just like, fuck this shit, I'm out. We've been all drop behind. But yeah. Those guys triple shot, these guys have like a knockback effect. See, he thinks he's getting away. Oh. And
This is a clear victory.
right now you get to see what those guys do. And if we take a quick little look-see here, this is what regular elven archers were doing. Right through here. And I halted my fire. I put the special archers up to fire. And they just, look at that. Just carpet of bodies, like right there. I mean, there's a carpet back here, but it's kind of spread out. Versus here, it's just a clump. Very damaging archers. Especially with this one being kind of like a knockback thing. It disrupts their formation and it kind of halts their advance. I think these guys have a lot of stopping power too, just because they're triple shots. But that'll be all for today's video, and we'll see what faction I end up doing next.